So here's a picture of Cody on the patient's pole. That right there is anxiety. That's what we're trying to work on and get rid of. Because he's not completely happy staying where we put him. Either mental, physical, or emotional. It doesn't matter. You need balance in all three things. And he's been on a patient's pole before. But as long as he's doing this, there. I just want him to stand hip shot, lick his lips, and enjoy the day. Right now, he would like to be out there by my two saddle horses. And he can move around all he wants. But what I'm looking at is not will he stand on the patient's pole. What I'm looking at is will he stand on the patient's pole and relax. And if we take him off of here before he's standing still, he hasn't learned to stand still. A little bit like crying baby syndrome. Baby cries, you pick him up. You put the baby down, they cry again. You pick them up, they quit again. Oh, Cody here, what he's working on is wherever I leave you, that's a good place to be. Patience. Controlling his emotions. And we're not going to film a whole bunch of this, but that's what I use the patience pole for, so that they can learn to control their emotions. I don't use it as a torture device. Right now that halter's telling him to back up and go to his left. Let's see what he does. He backed up and he went to his left. You see how this thing works? It works exactly like the halter while you're handling him on the line. But he gets to decide, move around, fidget with the ropes, or stand still and relax. That's all in his court. We're teaching him to control his own emotions. We're not making him control his emotions. We're setting up a situation where he can learn to control his emotions. And every time he stands still like that, he gets a taste of standing still and not doing anything. Horses being the way they are, they like standing still and not doing nothing. If a horse had a chance to pick an action, move around or stand still and relax, there's a pretty good chance that they would choose stand still and relax, as long as they know that that's an option. But you can't take a training stick or anything else and teach this horse to relax and control his emotions. He has to find it on his own. Right there, he's still fiddling around with the ropes. That's anxiety too. All of that is the opposite of being relaxed. And that's what the patience pole's for. It's not a torture device. People have opinions, but a lot of times they have opinions about things that they know nothing about. This is an excellent tool used correctly. It's an evil tool used wrong. But telling people that the tool is evil without knowing how to use the tool, that's wrong also. So we're just going to leave old Cody here for a little bit. I got a farrier here working on the horse's feet. I'm going to go out there, and I'll probably leave him on this pole for 30 minutes. And I'm going to come back. And if he's there, how hard is it for him to do that? He's standing hip shot, not pulling on the rope, and he's relaxed. That's where I want him to go to when he gets tied up, if you will, or when you're riding him. I want him to be relaxed when you ride him and not be fidgeting with his reins or not being able to go forward flat without wiggling or not spooking at stuff. I want him to just take a chill pill, find soft, quiet, and relaxed, and go there. That's what the patience pole's for. Just a few thoughts today and the continuing saga of Cody. I think Cody's going to be just fine. Bye.